What happens after death in Islam? This is one of the most fundamental questions any religion addresses, and Islam has a detailed, structured answer rarely explained fully outside religious contexts. The moment of death. Islamic belief holds that at the moment of death, the angel of death comes to take the soul, referenced directly in the Quran. For believers who lived righteously, traditions describe this as gentle and peaceful. The soul is then taken upward and presented before God before being returned to the body in the grave. The Barzakh, the interval. Between death and the day of judgment lies a state called the Barzakh, an Arabic word meaning barrier or partition. This is an intermediate realm where souls exist between their departure from this world and the resurrection. The Quran explicitly mentions it, stating that after death, a barrier separates the deceased from the world they have left. The questioning in the grave. According to Hadith, each soul is questioned in the grave by two angels, Munkar and Nakir, who ask, "Who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is this man sent among you?" The answers reflect the genuine state of a person's faith during their lifetime. Those who answer with sincerity experience the grave as peaceful and expansive. Those who cannot find the answers experience it as distressing. The Day of Judgment. After the Barzakh comes the Day of Judgment. The trumpet is blown, all people are resurrected, and every human being who ever lived stands before God for a complete accounting of their deeds. Every action, however small, will be weighed. The Quran states that even an atom's weight of good will be seen, and even an atom's weight of harm will be seen. Each person receives their book of deeds. No one carries the burden of another's sins. Jannah and Jahannam. Following judgment comes the final destination. Jannah, paradise, is described in the Quran with extraordinary richness. Gardens, rivers, peace, the company of loved ones, and ultimately the nearness of God, described as the greatest of all rewards. Jahannam, hell, is described as intense suffering for those whose deeds and faith did not lead them to paradise. Scholars have long debated its precise nature and duration for different categories of people. The depth of Islamic theology across 14 centuries of scholarship continues to reward honest and careful study. Every honest educational account of this faith adds one more piece to a picture that grows richer the more closely one looks. Context and nuance are what separate real understanding from oversimplified summaries that miss what actually matters. These are the kinds of details and distinctions that make an enormous difference to genuine understanding of the faith. This channel exists precisely to provide that kind of honest, respectful, context rich education about Islam. Honest engagement with this material is exactly what this channel is built around every single day, one video at a time. The depth of Islamic theology across 14 centuries of scholarship continues to reward honest and careful study. Every honest educational account of this faith adds one more piece to a picture that grows richer the more closely one looks. Context and nuance are what separate real understanding from oversimplified summaries that miss what actually matters. Like if this gave you something. Subscribe. Truth every day. I'm Noor. This is Islam with Noor. Thank you for listening.